Am I a little bit loud?
I hate the word smoothie and people.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I just pressed something. Hurt.
Why did you just tell me that? Because I was embarrassed.
Hold on.
You know what? Let's just forget about it. Because the day is already over.
Okay, no.
I'm not sure if that's arguing I hear in the background or like a TV show.
Oh yeah, that's just a TV show. I'm watching The Flash.
Okay, I was like, wow. She's got some really carefully worded comebacks. Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Alright, well, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. So, my plan for right now is just to kind of talk a little bit about the game while I'm playing, I think, the only official Acceleracers game that was ever made. For anybody who didn't know, a while back, Sony bought the Acceleracers IP, and they may or may not have actually had plans to do something with the game later on. But hello, hi Chester. You gonna sit on my lap? But this is what they ended up doing. They ended up using the cars and some of the monster characters for a video game. Which, I mean, the result, some would say, is kind of disappointing, and I guess could have been better in my opinion. Uh-oh, hang man. I gotta mess with my hardware acceleration settings. Give me a minute. Settings. Backend. Do. Oh. Do. Vulkan, yeah. Oh. You. Get. Ah. Currently wrestling with my cat.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm skipping. Let's see here. Sync yes. Okay. That should do it. Let's see how that works. Alright, well, let's see how this works. Oh, come on. Nothing?
Skirt.
That's perfect. Get right in front of my monitor. Excellent. That's even better. Just at the screen. Yeah, try and catch the mouse. Okay, OpenGL. Let's hope this works. Okay.
Okay. Found it.
Oh. Alright then. So, looks like you can see they kind of copied the way that the card
Oh, the screen is black on the stream. Yeah.
How do we fix that? There we go. Alright.
There we go.
Alright.
Can't hear your voice.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Creativity to come up with positive.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, that's the first level. Let's see what's next. Desert. Now this I'd say is probably has more in common with World Race than anything else. There's a couple of temples and like a looks kind of similar to a skyscraper built into
Oof. You hit a wall. Ha.
Cars and some of the obstacles. Uh-oh. The program cut out. Oh, looks good. Oh, that's a computer mouse. Alright. Where am I at? Jungle. Ooh, I think this is it? It might be. One of these jungle maps has the swamp monster being Swamp Thing. And the track, see that? Looks very, very similar.
Yeah, it does.
Oh. The sides, the way they have kind of this spastic square like
My voice sounds so weird on the stream.
right?
So, no, mine. My voice. It sounds weird.
Yeah, probably has something to do with the mic sound specific type. Oh, one. Very carefully. Yeah, fishing in the water. Circle around. That is one of the simplest kind of like cherry picks on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, just exactly what you thought. Was popular enough at that point to justify it. Create for themselves. Just take the parts of themselves. Yeah, I don't know exactly what
Oof.
thing I've noticed in racing games, especially Hot Wheels racing games, is their tendency to overstate the speed of the car. Like, I could see maybe if the car was the size of several large school buses put together, that those speeds would be accurate. Otherwise, it seems like a bit of an overestimation. Oh yeah, this is a tournament. Oh yeah. Alright. Well, maybe next time. I think probably what I'm going to do is just take a go at this one. I'm not sure. And the specific highlights. Right now, I'm going to move on to distance.
Yay! Distance time.
It's time to go the distance. Distance is just like the perfect game to stream, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's just no shortage of wacky things that happen.
I love distance.
Well, I would. Game's a little bit outdated. Let's make it a public server, why not? Playlists.
Hold on. I have to restart my Steam every time I play distance. So, yeah. Alright, I'm joining in. I'm playing the game. Joining in now. Your voice is cutting in and out from the mic.
I'm gonna have to change that.
I don't know if that's on me or on you.
No, that's probably me.
It sounds better now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah. I don't think it's likely because we have workshops to be able to publish. Thirty seconds left.
How's that one?
Fun.
Let's do the Iron Man playlist.
Ah! This one's a little tricky.
Yeah, you gotta kind of get.
Yeah.
Keeps moving you around.
Yeah. It's intense.
It's curvature, right?
Yeah.
Track down.
Goes around. Yeah. I'm trying to think of new solutions for the track in the Acceleracers game we're making.
I kind of want to find out how splines work in that game. If they have to be programmed in because I know distance is also built in it has a lot of very specific features that don't understand me. For example, skybox and animated, which are not standard
Wait.
toolbox things. So
We have skyboxes and animators. Yeah, it's in the animator tab, and skyboxes can be procedural or just like an image, like an HDRI skybox.
I'd say for in-game tracks, I think the best solution for track building in the game would be similar to what you find at distance, just because it's worked out so well. Build the program specific objects, like for example a hyperpod is a pre-animated object. Specific behaviors, and then other things like, for example, trees in the swamp realm. Things that we could model and then duplicate and have a little bit of variance in between the specific objects. And if we could figure out a way to make the tracks work with behavior similar to what splines at distance have, that would be great.
Yeah, I've been working on the track lately, and my blender always crashes when I finally get in the final track. So like when you have to array it, and when you array it and you press apply to everything, and it's the whole model, but like you go into the edit mode and you remove doubles, and whenever I do that, my blender completely freezes my computer and I have to restart it, and I can't do that anymore. So we have to find a better solution.
Yeah, I think that would be the ideal solution there. To only create objects that define things. Otherwise, the base objects that create environments similar to what we have distance, because that's kind of
Yeah.
most resource light way of creating an environment.
Yeah. Oh, the leg. Just got a leg spike. But my computer's pretty good, so. What kind of graphics card? Oh, lucky. I got 1050.
Yeah, that is
Yeah. I can play modern games. That's all that matters.
yeah, kind of like kicking myself about playing like games involved in this card. Hopefully I won't have to upgrade for a while after this. Now that NVIDIA is coming out with a pretty serious graphics card.
Yeah. I only got $1, so I can't really spend any money.
It's it's I guess you probably need a little bit more. Part.
Yeah, and I also have a laptop, so.
Yeah, not so much upgradable, anyways.
Yeah, so I would just have to buy a new laptop.
Oh, hey, fender bent. Okay, this is.
This level looks interesting.
Looks like it's got.
Yep, it does.
My end zone. Game volume's still loud.
There's a silencer up here. Please win, please win, please win. Back here. Back here, silencer.
14%. I hope that's not still too loud. If you're ever a little bit behind, try thruster boosting.
I am.
No, I mean jumping up using your thrusters and then landing. Gives you a small amount of lift.
Oh, I didn't know that. Ah!
I guess this map doesn't have checkpoints.
Yeah, when I died, I restarted from the beginning.
No, I don't think there's any model changing mods in the game. I heard somewhere that Spectrum, which was the distance mod API, which is a fancy way of saying it's a piece of code that can be modified to do different things to the game depending on how you want to modify it. I've heard that with that API you could swap out the model of the car, but I haven't really seen it done, and I haven't really tried to do it myself. But in the future, I mean, one of the things I hope for this game is that it gets custom model support. Is that, I mean,
yeah.
Even if you're not talking about importing Acceleracers models, it's just a fun way to make it, to increase the replayability.
Yeah.
Make it feel more personal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like it? One idea I had is to create custom models by using various simple objects in the can we just skip this level?
Sure.
Okay.
I just died and restarted. Ah. Okay, what about simple models?
We do have a Discord. Actually, in the future, I think I'm going to be using that Discord more and more often. The Omega streaming
Discord,
which I made a while ago for all kinds of different streams.
I just got cut in half.
Yeah. You play Warframe?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Because I know it's just kind of gaining popularity, so people I wouldn't assume had heard of it have apparently been playing for a while. Do you guys want me to drop a link to the Discord in the chat?
Sure. I also have my own Discord on my channel.
I think I'm going to use this Discord primarily for any streams that I do in the future for just to keep things as simple as I can.
Yeah.
It's all in one location. Don't have to keep popping it over. Oh yeah, RJ is the guy who's
I just found out a couple minutes ago I made it to 1,000 subs. Hooray.
It's like channel, like pretty much started exploding as soon as I uploaded that first video of the Acceleracers map on this.
Cool.
I was like really surprised. I kind of uploaded it and forgot about it, and I came back a little while later, and I was like, "Holy crap! This has something like 52,000 views. What's going on?"
Yeah, I was like, when I uploaded my first video, I was shocked too. So many people had came together and see what I was doing. And what was crazy is that the first two videos I made were before anything happened. So it was just me alone trying to work out this game. And then my latest one is where I got help from all you guys, meeting my team. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, like, it's one of those things where I always assumed that I was one of the 10 people on Earth who remembered Acceleracers, and then I uploaded the video, and like thousands of people are watching and uploading and commenting, and it's like, holy shit, where did all you people come from?
Yeah. Exactly. I got the gold thingy. The gold medal. Perfect.
Seems like it's kind of like a non-localized thing. Like it's not like isolated to communities, I guess. Or in the rare cases it is. It's kind of unusual. It's like like 10 people in this city, 100 people spread out in kind of this bigger state, and some people, a lot of people in Brazil. It's very popular in Brazil and Portugal.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at my analytics and all that stuff, and I noticed like 37% of my channel was being watched in Brazil.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy.
Both like street racing anime and Acceleracers are apparently popular in Brazil, based off of gifs I see on profiles of friends who live in Brazil or Portugal or Spain.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing to do that.
Ooh, I almost died.
I never would have guessed.
Me neither.
It's been kind of like an educational experience for me.
Yeah. The other guy left.
Guess he got sick of our shenanigans.
Well, I'll be here for like the whole stream, so I'll be good.
Not let that.
Oh no. 60 seconds?
Better
I'm
hurry.
not gonna make it. Ah.
Not bad. Almost on the global leaderboard.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you look on eBay, you can find a whole lot of the car models being sold there. Back on the track.
Good team, no! Ow! He dies. I'm gonna go this way instead. I don't think I'm gonna finish. Oof. I didn't make it.
Yeah, they're pretty much like they're being sold at I think 5, 6, up to 100 times more than they were worth. But yeah, that's how it goes. Any
Like
that I have are practically worthless because they're all dented and scratched and missing the decals.
Oof. Like the Accelerator card toys?
Yeah, the diecast.
Those ones? Oh. Yeah. I went through like 2 reverbs, Accelerator ones.
That was it? Wow, that was a short track.
Yeah.
Yeah, the models are probably still being sold today, but I mean, it's not the same if they don't have kind of heavier metal frames with a specific type of wheels. 'Cause that's the other
Yeah.
thing. They used a unique type of wheel rim for all those models, as well as heavier metal frames and the decaling, I think, is the other, probably the most important thing, if I'm being honest with myself, about it is the paint jobs. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
they're hardly recognizable. I mean, you could take a car that wasn't in the show and give it that paint job. You should be like, whoa, that's from Acceleracers. I can't quite remember where.
This track is tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm out of the circle.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, I've got wings. That makes this a little bit easier.
Yeah. I tried flying out of the way, then I just died.
Oh, I think the Highway 35 models are a lot more expensive because that show was a whole lot more popular, and also because the models were higher quality.
Yeah, I can't even like find some of them. They're just kind of rare and they're not there.
I actually do have an original Wave Rippers like your 2 Highway 35 model that I got from a friend. I had no idea what it was. This guy was a kid and had it laying around. And I saw it and I was like, oh my god, what is this? He's just like, oh, I don't know. You can have it if you want. It's missing 2 of the surfboards though. And I mean, I'll take it. Because I can like substitute surfboards from another model. Or, gee, I don't know if I could buy the surfboards online. Or I don't know if that would even be worth it.
Yeah.
That brings me back, like the surfboards and other detachable pieces and the smaller cars. Anybody else remember those small Hot Wheels tracks, like the mini, like plastic Hot Wheels tracks that they used to, sell? And the mini models?
I don't think I was alive back then.
That old. It was like early 2000s.
Well, I was born in 2004, so.
Yeah, I'd say it probably reached its zenith sometime around 2005, 2006.
Yeah. But Acceleracers are expensive to buy.
Yeah, either of those models. The Highway 35s, like if you were to compare the two, Highway 35 models, 1 are rarer and 2 are more expensive.
Yeah. And the ones I do find are actually cheap. They're like 20 to 30. Where Acceleracers Teku models are more like 80 or 100 or 200.
Talking about Teku models? Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I can see that.
This
for
one's way.
Acceleracers diecast models, I was mostly looking at silencer stuff. Silencers models. I found a nice Nitro, which was like my favorite Silencers model, I think of all time, for like 12 bucks.
Dang, that's cheap. I have a McDonald's.
I don't know how I feel about those McDonald's models. I mean, for one, they're made out of metal, which I wouldn't expect from like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. But they do look kind of cheap, and the plastic that they use is less.
Yeah, they are cheap. I look at it and just cheap. But like the metal's kind of nice to have that.
It's kind of surprising.
But I can't drill into it because it's metal. I wanted to see if I could fix the light.
You just
Well, I
have to
can't.
have the right drill. I don't believe they're made out of anything stronger than aluminum, so they should be pretty easy to drill.
Yeah, just
Baseline
takes like
is
a long
actually-
time.
Baseline is actually a truck. And I think there actually is a real, like, working vehicle that is that's a Diora 2. Like, if you look up Diora 2 real life, you can find pictures of that model. It goes to like
Yeah.
another car convention.
Yeah, it was at the 50th anniversary for this year.
But yeah,
It's Hot Wheels.
that is super rad.
It looks awesome, but I don't know if it's drivable. I think it might be just like a big prop, but I don't know.
Something tells me that it is drivable, because if you read the wiki on Diora 2, it says that it was a truck that was refitted. Basically, they moved the engine around, so that
Oh, would be awesome.
yeah, that's like I don't know what it is
Oh.
about that car. It's just so iconic.
Famous.
Like, even if
I
that
can't-
car weren't in the movie and weren't like basically the poster child for World Race and all that other stuff, there'd still be something special about it.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, that didn't work.
I can't make it past this one part.
Boy.
Cheating. I'm just gonna fly my way over here. Alright, now I'm good. Oh, no, not. No, not, no, not, no, not.
What is this? This looks like... Is this a maze? What is this? Not the right way.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Okay.
So hard.
The fourth one is obnoxious.
Ah.
Guess I'm doing
Haha. I think I made it. I made it. To the next. Yeah, I made it. I made it to the blue one. Ah.
Oh, the end zone's right there. Of course it is.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, probably not. hey, no good. Which page? R.I.P.
Yep. I haven't played Distance in a while. A little rusty.
Yeah, I kind of took a pretty long break. Oh yeah, it was. Right. Yeah, it's sick here. Yeah, it was. Yeah, upsetting. Ah, there it is. Okay, there we go. And dropped it right in. Why don't we move the voice chat over to the streaming server?
What?
Instead of a direct message voice chat, why don't we move the voice chat over to the streaming server?
How do we do that?
Pretty much just find the invite on the stream chat, click on that. That should grant you membership to the streaming server Discord, and then just join the voice chat.
Okay.
And then just disconnect as soon as you've got that done.
Okay. As soon as I'm in this level. Is weird. Oh, never mind. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah, those transfers, man, they'll really kick your ass. This
Yeah.
is nothing compared to Background's latest challenge levels. Like, they're literally, you have to memorize a precise set of movements, and if you don't get them exactly right, then you fail the map.
Oh, that sounds so tricky.
It's grueling more than tricky. Once you know the right actions and have practiced them enough, I mean, that's pretty much dead. But it's like almost a puzzle because you have to figure out, okay, do I jump, hover, then boost? Or like, do I get up on the wall before I kind of make the climb? Or like, do I
Yeah.
go up high? Or do I try and swoop up from lower? Or like how do I do it?
Yeah, that sounds pretty hard.
Oh, it's awful. Like migraine fuel. I don't know why Okay, moving over to the voice chat over here. Anybody who has a mic and is a part of the Discord is welcome to join me on the voice chat. But you might want to mute the stream, otherwise you're going to get your voice twice, which is why I have my stream muted. And distracting. This can't be a personal level. Okay. There's that. Oh, then there's this one. I don't think I've played this level yet. There's that.
Hello?
Howdy. Can you hear me alright? I can hear some voice coming through on your end, but I don't think that your Discord channel is, your Discord settings are configured correctly.
That's probably because I'm doing the voice on my iPhone, not my iPad.
Hello.
A third person. I wonder who this is.
What's up? Everybody doing all right?
I'm doing quite well.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you this whole time. The problem, I think, is that you can't hear me.
Again, that was mainly because I was on my, it was through my iPhone.
Alright, so you got that figured out?
Yes, I can hear you better now that I'm doing it on my iPad. I'm gonna bring up the stream on my iPhone.
Well, alright.
Oh, looks like the cavern realm?
Yes, indeed. And
I did once used to have some cards, but all I ever had was the starter set.
I never had any cards, man.
Yeah, but I have found a few sites that actually have the images listed for every single card.
Yeah, if you own Tabletop Simulator, Alex, Dashi, and a couple of other people.
I know about that. I'm referring to like just simply images of cards.
Yeah, I know. That's how they got the images for the game sets.
Dad. Sorry about that. My room's upstairs in my house, and it's basically right next to the living room.
It's lucky I started doing the streams now because I'm in the basement. I'm kind of isolated from the rest of the house. There's a sound dampening wall right behind my computer, so really nice noise isolation.
I can't remember what made me think of, what made me rethink of the Hot Wheels stuff. Something brought it up, and that's what led me to your channel.
Probably like a recommended video.
I'm not sure it was that. I think it was just simply like something just clicked in my mind to search for stuff.
Yeah, a couple of times before, I think I've searched for an Acceleracers video game. I was like, I wonder if this ever went anywhere. And it didn't. And then I was like, wait a minute, what if I were to upload a video with that tag? ... And then I kind of did it, and apparently a lot of other people are also looking for...
Although, one little idea...
Wait,
like,
for me.
both with the World Race thing and the Acceleracers thing, I would leave them in their original states to be a bit more, I guess, realistic if you're playing it. Sorry if my words don't exactly make sense.
I mean, like, I get it makes sense. I'm just not quite sure what specifically you're referring to.
Like, here's an example. Like in Leg 1 of World Race with the, sort of say, lava scene. If we were to be like an actual racer, that wouldn't necessarily be there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a couple of the tracks I ripped off the workshop, edited, and then filmed my own versions. So that's the reason for that. If you ever notice those inconsistencies.
But another little thought with the whole cybergrid realm and such, the cliffside realm was directly involved drifting. With the cybergrid realm, that's just simply trying to make right turns, and from what I can tell from the description of the Acceleracharger, basically it makes you do Tron style right turns. Yeah, like if you were to turn using the cybergrid Acceleracharger, you would literally turn perfectly, just like light cycles.
That sounds like something that would make me nauseous.
There's actually an iOS game where you can actually play first person.
I mean, like if I were to be in the cockpit of a car, being affected by the G-forces when I make that kind of a turn.
Like I said, there's actually an app where you could play like life cycle first with a first person setting. So you can actually see those perfect right turns from a first person perspective.
It's one thing to see the turns. It's another thing entirely to be affected by the shift of gravity. Which is why, I mean, like, I can watch people on roller coasters and tilt-a-whirls and, like, spin around, but as soon as I try and do that, I mean,
I get what you mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm not always good at, sort of say, reading people.
Especially over voice chat, because you can't see any facial expression.
I'm also not very good at reading the facial expressions. My mom and dad don't exactly like me use it as a crutch, but ADHD and Asperger's.
No way. Well, I actually have Asperger's as well.
Huh.
Small world.
I take it. Huh. This would not be the first time I have met someone online who was also in the same category as me. Something to get a little tongue-tied.
Yeah, you sound a lot like another friend of mine who also has Asperger's. His name is Connor. Like just the mannerisms and the way that the places that you stop when you're speaking.
Yeah, Connor.
In some cases, I'm not always good at wording my thoughts properly, so sometimes I get a little misinterpreted.
Yeah, I mean that's like kind of part of the description of the condition.
My mom actually works better with my condition than my dad does. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, I mean some people are easier to talk to than others, just inherently, and some people rely more on facial expressions and other more subtle.
And for me, I guess one of my quirks is that I tend to do a lot of hand gestures.
Really? Well, that's got to make online communication a little bit difficult.
Yeah, and most of the time I tend to prefer video chat over voice chat. But
yeah, that would make sense.
In certain cases, like a group voice chat on Discord, c'est la vie.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
mostly
that
prefer voice chat because while I'm okay with the way my voice sounds and the way I talk now after a while of uploading videos and a little bit of voice training, but I still think I look like a complete and total idiot. So I'm gonna try and keep like facial online presence.
And for me, it's mostly when I just simply hear my own voice for a recording. It's just simply something that I'm a bit more self-aware of. Like when I just simply hear my voice talking in general, I'm okay with it. But when I hear through a recording, it sounds very different.
You know, the reason for that is actually the microphone and the audio codecs. So when
from something I've read, it's because when you are speaking live, you're actually hearing it through two ways. So say vibrations through your own body and through the air, or something like that.
I mean, that's probably got something to do with it, but
well, when it's recording, though, it's only picking up the vibrations through the air.
Actually, I was going to say, well, now I'm not so sure. recently I recorded a video for a class on my phone using my phone's microphone. I was surprised. I was like, that actually sounds really similar to what I think my voice sounds like when I talk out loud to myself. And I was like,
Yes,
is it just
whenever
because
I
the
do
quality of the
recording on my phone or iPad, it doesn't. My voice sounds very different. I get a little more self-conscious when I hear my recording voice.
I think
Yeah, but that happens to everyone, right?
pretty much. I mean, like, my impression, for the most part, so far, is that it has to do with the quality of the microphone you're using and whether or not there's audio compression going on, meaning the signal.
And the only microphones I have are the ones that are built into my iPhone and iPad.
Yeah, that's probably got something to do with it then. Because studio microphones are designed in like kind of a fundamentally different way so that they capture your voice more realistically. And that's also why headsets work a little bit better, is because the microphone.
Oh wait, I think the cable on my wireless Beats has a built-in microphone. Well, and my Apple earbuds as well.
Unless those are running on like a higher frequency link, I generally try not to use them because if they're
Speaking
running
of higher frequency, at times I can actually hear like high-pitched sounds coming like from an old TV.
oh, that's pretty normal. That's because of the
Vacuum tube?
yeah, those are CRT monitors. They've got an electron ray behind the cathode that refreshes each pixel individually at like an incredible rate, coding in color and length of whatever pixel is being displayed.
Oh, that whole thing with the Hot Wheel models. In models in general, I'm only missing one of the leaders.
Wow, you got a pretty good collection.
Yeah, they're not all the original movie prints. I just simply care about the models in general, but the one I'm missing is Crazy Eights out of the 5 leaders.
Heyo.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
But I really do like the baseline from Acceleracers.
Baseline's pretty neat.
Hey, any of you ever heard of Ruby from Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. Never actually seen it, but I know what it is.
I've seen
I
some,
have
Yep.
I created a playlist if you're interested. It has all the necessary videos except for 4 because, well, Rooster Teeth never actually uploaded them to YouTube.
They're up on Verve, aren't they?
What?
My guy. Verve, it's an app
yeah, it's
where
like
when you
streaming
get like
service.
video services and stuff.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
like, these particular 4 videos are, like, well, so far, 3 of them are on Rooster Teeth's website, while all 4 of them are actually available on Crunchyroll. There are 4 specific little segments called World of Remnants. They're just little tidbits that help you get a little more lore stuff.
Let's do Inferno. I'm feeling like Inferno.
Hey, here's a question. If you had to think of a concept for the Acceleracers video game single player, like campaign, how would you do it? Like in terms of how would you conduct the story? If I'm making myself clear.
Well, I would probably somehow integrate like AI drivers to race against. That would mostly be an obvious there.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
interesting.
It would be a little bit more realistic if the other cars weren't so phantom-like. Like I've seen in those videos, you basically phase right through the other racers.
Well, I mean, like that's because it's a different video game.
I don't play many racing games, but I did once have the Battle Force 5 video game for Wii. I actually still have them, sort of say Season 1 diecast cards from Battle Force 5. I don't have any of the Season 2 diecasts.
I wanna hear how Arjig, how he would handle the single player campaign.
Yeah, RJ, what would you do?
Because I didn't get to hear him say that.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I would like have like a huge like you would start out kind of like in the movies, like towards the little coast, and I would have the player race against an AI version of whoever they're up against. So if they chose Nolo, they would go against Torque, and if they chose Torque, they go against Nolo, and it would end like in the movie. It would just be longer.
I just thought of one thing of integrating. Instead of it specifically being like Stormbound Swamp, if all of the realms are there integrated, have it completely random as to what.
That sounds good, actually.
Yes,
that's
that way
interesting.
it would be a
Yeah,
little
that
bit
sounds
more
about right.
realistic. It's just simply more realistic that way, because that's actually how they worked in the movie. They were actually just completely random.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And with the ultimate race, I would definitely integrate at least a segment of all of the rounds, because technically speaking, I believe that's actually how it would work.
Yeah.
They would have to test you on all of the different skills.
Yeah, we could do that.
That reminded me. I asked a question in the dev chat of the Acceleracers game for Arjig. He couldn't answer as he was doing the stream. But I just sort of generally wanted to know what your plans were to sort of make the races seem a bit more interesting. Because I know you gotta like do all the models for the tracks and stuff first, but based off of like the super like basic thing you made for the Cosmic Realm and the Cliffside, it kind of looks like really boring and open. So like you were gonna add stuff like track hazards, you said, but I was wondering like if you would also do
like more moving hazards.
Yeah, but I was wondering if you were gonna do like the skills, like techniques that would help you get through a race, like in the Swamp Realm, like staying in the center of the track and stuff.
Like adding a bit more friction to the edges of the Swamp Realm tracks.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, I do want to do that, but currently, when the first two videos of the Cosmic Realm came out and the Ice Realm, I didn't have a team. It was just me. So like, I didn't really know where it was going. So I just kind of was like screwing around with it, and then it picked up some traction. So then I created my team, and now we are working on it. And I do plan on adding asteroids and
moving
low gravity.
Not static ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, but I tried it once, and it's actually really heavy on performance. So I have to find like a way to like not make it so
like to
heavy.
optimize it.
Yeah.
Oh, code optimization is going to be a bitch.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You created a water realm, right?
In distance, I recreated a water realm using the.
I would at that end part, I would probably like raise the track slightly so that the cars aren't so deep in the water. Because from what I can remember of it, it was like just like a small amount of water that they had to go in terms of deepness.
My guy, I think he's already finished the track.
I could have sworn. I think Dog Arms is just fooling around because he was way ahead of me at the beginning, and I was expecting to see him just tooling around.
Videos I've seen, you go like a half-foot water, but from what I can see, from what I can remember from the movie, it was more like just roughly an inch into the water on those last bit of tracks before the port.
It's probably more than an inch, but I guess
I'm
gonna try and not be too caught up in the details. As long as I nail the majority of the aesthetic, I'm okay.
I kind of feel the same way with him.
At times, I can be a little bit of a stickler for details.
I mean, you have to
Me
remember
too.
you're playing distance. You're not actually playing a Accelerator video game. It's not. It's
I
going
never
to be
actually
perfect.
heard of Distance until I found your videos, Omega.
Yeah, that was part of the goal of uploading that video, is to try and give Distance more attention, because this kind of platform racing was something that I've always really enjoyed. And one of the
But man, I love
about
that
Distance,
car.
I
Like an
think,
actual
is its
mix
open
of
world.
Eku and Silencer.
Well,
Its shape is very reminiscent of the Silencer car, but the music and kind of thrusters aspect is kind of like that of a Teku.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering the devs didn't have the franchise in mind while creating the game, I don't think it's that surprising.
Yeah, it's just like a fan recreation and like using the engine of Distance.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, this part is super tricky. On the
I
ramp,
actually, with the Ruby thing, I actually have some OC blogs. I tend to somewhat promote that almost every single time I get into a chat.
Oh my gosh.
that's fine, but if you could keep it mostly to chat related to Acceleracers video game or distance content, I think everybody
Well,
would appreciate that.
Most of the servers that I'm in actually have like separate text
yeah.
and voice channels for things like that. So like
Yeah, I
one
could
for
probably
on
separate it
topic
out.
and one's for off topic.
Yeah, currently, I've only got one text channel. I should probably branch out a little bit. Add.
You know, I actually had a question. Who is on the dev team?
Oh, currently it's mostly RJ and Valken. They're doing the majority of the modeling. Dashi is contributing with textures, and he's ripping models from older games. Right now,
I would not be very good with programming, but I can somewhat come up with ideas like that idea I gave you with the whole invisible portal thing for the warp realm.
Sounds interesting.
Who else is on the team?
there's also NOB, who's he's my partner on the Ignition project. He's really great at just pumping out content. Like, I mean, I don't know exactly how he does it, but he's just got this fantastic work ethic where he just kind of makes a lot of stuff really, really quickly. Not so great at kind of fine-tuning things and working out the details, but just like the sheer quantity of content that he can produce in a very small amount of time is.
Here's a question though: will the final thing actually include those 4 lost realms, as I would refer to them as?
Um,
The ones that were never. We had symbols on the wheel and on Bert's special Acceleron suit, but we never actually got any form of visual, not even in the cards.
I'd say it just depends on how much time and manpower we can push toward it. If it turns out, like, if we end up expanding the dev team a little bit and we've got more manpower and more time and more demand for like these kinds of features, and the game ends up really taking off, I'd say so. But if not, we're probably just going to stick to the 12 realms, release a beta that way, and then fine tune it after that.
I didn't even know.
Oh.
Hold on. You can go.
You said something earlier about an Ignition project. What's that?
Oh, for anybody who doesn't know,
Basically recreating the first Acceleracers movie and Distance.
yeah, he basically said it. It's a roleplay map in Distance that's got kind of an overworld based on what we saw in Ignition, like the Coast Road, the Accelodrome, the old Tesla's old cube, and a couple of different realms that you can enter and exit, and a wheel that you can actually use, like triggering realms.
Where can you find like the stuff to see this project or like join it?
It's actually published on the Steam Workshop. Currently, it's just me and NOB working on it, and really the only thing keeping it from progressing right now is me procrastinating on finishing the Lava Realm. But after I finish that and the Warped Realm, that project will be finished, and then we're going to move on to Speed of Silence.
I guess you're in hot water?
I mean, I'd say it'd more be Molten Rock.
I was trying to do a pun.
I appreciate the effort of the pun, yeah. I can see where you were going.
I tend to do jokes and puns, hence why my username is Chuckles. That actually started in middle school. One of my friends initially meant it as an insult, but I took it as a compliment. But after doing some research, I'm more of a Harlequin than a Jester. I was looking up like the difference between like Harlequin and Jester, and with how I actually do my jokes and stuff, I'm more of a Harlequin. A Jester is basically allowed to make fun of people scot-free. Well, a Harlequin's more of a stage performer.
Interesting. I didn't know there was a distinction.
Yeah.
Level. So hard.
The way I see it, the way I would describe it is that a Harlequin is kind of like a comic relief character within a stage play. Usually can either be dressed in black and white or colorful, but not exactly overdone like a circus clown.
I can't make it past this level.
This is like...
I have a question regarding Ignition. Will the Lava Realm be like the same concept of trying to keep the tires?
Well, from what I can remember, I just know that the Cavern Realm was one of the, sort of say, mini episodes that take place in between the first two movies. I can't remember what the other one was.
I think he was addressing me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering because in the one of the Lava Realms, I don't know if it was yours, but I remember it had to do with the overheating of the engine in Distance. I was asking if it's gonna be the same thing in this one for Ignition.
Oh yeah, the original Lava Realm on the workshop?
Yeah.
Yes, that was accomplished through strategically placing cooldown checkpoints, so that you had to kind of stay on the right line and not crash or make any mistakes, or if you did, just kind of let go of the boost. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do that in Ignition. I may just go for the aesthetic, but if I can find a way to, I guess the other limitation is that the Refractor's cars don't overheat. The Refractor being the car that you play as in Distance. And the engine...
Ooh, that actually sounds like a pretty cool Hot Wheel name.
Yeah, I mean, if I could get a diecast model of the Refractor, I would like put it in a really expensive case and like dust it once a week. Like,
You could just buy Nitrium.
oh man, I know. The thing is,
I think I actually have an original Acceleracers Nitrium.
I had one, but I lost it, and I was pissed because I had it before we moved, and then as soon as we moved from one house to another, it was just lost.
I have an old Hot Wheel carrying case. Like it's double-sided with a handle at the top.
Oh, yeah, those carrying cases are pretty fun.
Let's see what original movie model. Let's see. I got a Power Rage. Of course, the Synchro from the card starter set.
Lucky.
Ooh, a baseline. This one from World Race. Ballistic. Interestingly, the Highway 35 sort of say printing right on the top of it, like where it actually shows the logo, it's a little off-centered.
Yeah, those small imperfections are kind of annoying.
It doesn't usually bother me. I just find it interesting. Although I wish I could straighten the axles. Let's see.
That's the worst when the axles get bent and then the tires just kind of wobble whenever you try and move it.
Yeah. But interestingly, the Tangler from Battle Force 5 has an interesting axle in it where, well, it's literally the actual frame of the axle is basically bent into the limbs of the vehicle. So it's pretty hard. So if they get bent, they'll still work okay. Like instead of like the bent kind of going whoa. It's I got Toyota RSC, which is car 24 from World Race. It's the 70s Roadrunner, the leader of the Scorpions.
I have no idea where I'm going with this.
Oh, Twin Mills.
Twin Mills, that's a classic. Oh, you still stuck
The
on
Realm?
this part? Here, let me help you through it.
The road beast.
Okay, so you're doing good.
Let's see. 1997 Ford F-150, which was a Dune Rats, number 25.
Got it. Oh, I see where you're having trouble. Okay, go to where you were last time, to where you crashed last time, and wait before you make.
And that's it for the original movie models. So the ones that I just simply models in general, I got Technium.
Technidium, I think, is the
Yum.
proper way to pronounce it. Okay, get right up to the top, and then don't boost up high. Just kind of flip right over. The track is at the bottom of this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just noticed the T.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Technetium. I just noticed the T.
Okay.
Yeah,
Technetium.
it's named
No,
after
no,
a rare metal.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, you just get right over, you flip, you turn upside down, you go right down. What'd you say?
Interestingly, my spec
Okay.
type does not have a spoiler on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a version of the spec type without a spoiler. Let's see, Metalloid. Which one is it? This one doesn't have its model number on it. A model name on it.
What's it look like?
Let me take a pic and I'll send it into the text.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Just right. Yeah, you got it. All right.
Nice. Thank you.
All right, and then you're
Who
gonna
chose
flip
this
upside
level?
down and then kind of drift onto that track.
This level is
Whoa,
impossible.
lucky. Whoa.
No, okay, I see now.
Can you tell which model that is?
Hold on.
It's in the text chat.
That's it.
It's high voltage.
Yeah, that's a
High
tech car.
voltage. Yeah,
Okay,
I have the
next
same
are
one.
Next are my only two racing drone models. Again, not their original movie print, but RD-02 and RD-06.
Yeah, just drift right onto the track. And upside down.
06.
Here are your thrusters.
Fuck.
No, you
You
don't
You
have-
need it.
I'm not particularly good at this game yet.
It takes a while. This game has
Power
a steep
bomb.
curve.
My favorite silencer car, Iridium, which was Jack Wheeler's main car.
Iridium is pretty popular too.
Yeah, the one that could split into the two motorcycles. I wish they made actual models of the four motorcycles, the one from each team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they kind of all did have motorcycles, didn't they? It's the first time I've noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Jump, turn upside down, use your thrusters.
But we only had them in the
Okay,
gotta
okay,
kinda
I know what to do now.
Somebody switched the level. I'm gonna die here.
Okay, you guys want to move on?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Really was glad when I
This
found
is one of my favorite levels.
Ah.
Yora 2.
My god, that was so hard.
That's why they call it. That's why they call it Inferno.
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible.
Also known as Dante's Inferno.
That whole thing
Oh,
I
okay.
brought up in Agony. I have the
Oh, just die.
I have the 2016 Doom. That is a brute. That's an example of a brutish hell.
Oh.
The new game Agony is sinful hell. Like
told
you'll
me about
actually
that.
see, female body parts in Agony.
Wait, what?
Oh, I have a question.
What?
All right, so Arjig and freaking Omega, I wanted to know how you thought the last two Acceleracers movies would have gone if the whole like thing to make them stop being made didn't happen.
That I am not completely sure.
There was going to be two. There was. I mean, like they got canceled when like, you know, because
like,
the fourth one ended on a big cliffhanger. They got canceled.
Well, they probably would have resolved that whole cliffhanger.
Got continued. One thing they could have rectified that was to somehow come up with some sort of connection with Battle Force 5.
If I could interject real fast, I believe he was addressing us again.
Oh, so.
That's fine. All right.
Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Fuck.
My personal theory is that they probably would have at that point tried to commercialize it a little bit more, which is for me why I'm glad I think it got discontinued, because at first they were just selling car models, which I mean, like, that's ideal. I mean, it's a show about racing. You want to sell car models and not figures of the characters, because that way it's, I guess for me, it preserves its integrity as a film instead of just a cash grab by a corporation.
Yeah, Mattel.
Yeah.
Is the missing car from the Silencers, Titanium. I heard that it was gonna be driven by Vert Wheeler, so I was thinking that maybe Vert like joined the Silencers
I could see that.
and abandoned
Have you ever seen
Reverb.
like the theories that the other Silencers were actually some of the racers that were lost in the realms?
There's actually pretty good proof of that. There were some prototype toy figurines that were commissioned for
like
the
one
fifth
was
movie.
of
Banji. One was Banji.
Angie in a silencer suit, yeah.
yeah. Oh, I actually have one of the original cars from the Octoblast track.
Eh,
Yes, it's one of the road beat. It's a Vulture.
nice.
Although
Vulture
it's the
was
same
always
model as the other one, it's not the original Octoblast print, and it's Power Piston. Power Piston and Vulture were the two models that were from the Octoblast track. Next, I have Red Baron with the iconic Red Baron cross on the helmet.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we have what's her
I just
name?
see somebody falling.
It's me.
Remember her name. She was the
I'm having
Lonnie?
Lonnie. That's it.
Lonnie.
I have Lonnie's car, the Chevy Nomad.
I've watched these movies too many times.
I practically know them by heart, man.
Me too. I know like all the lines. Oh
I could
god.
watch it
Yeah.
with the volume off, and then like,
Voice acted?
yeah, I could voice out the entire movie.
I actually have one.
Yeah.
But I used to have Ignition, but it was in the special form, like it was divided into 3 parts. It was like those special DVDs that came with the special, like, little plastic,
Hyperpods?
Yes, the Ram Slam, which was the racing
Slam
drone
Yeah.
one. The Harpoon, which is basically just simply the harpoons that the cars could shoot. And the Drill, which was only seen once in the junk realm. I mean, in the swamp realm.
That's kind of what I.
Well,
that's another
it was
theory.
seen in the Ruins realm too. The Ruins realm. Porkchop uses it.
Ah.
in the
Chuck
Ruins.
uses that
Oh,
twice.
yeah,
It seems
so
like
he
it's
used
his
it
personal
twice.
hyperpod.
Yeah, but I actually like the Acceleron cars that came with those 2 hyperpods.
Acceleron cars?
What?
Yeah,
Yes,
since yeah,
They are unique. They were separate models, but they had special Acceleron prints. Like they actually had some of the racing realm symbols on them. There was even a line where some of the actual Acceleracer models actually had Acceleron prints.
Do you find
Yeah,
pictures
like-
of this stuff?
Wow.
yeah,
Crazy.
it's Sinstra and Shredder, I think. That's what their names are.
Well, the
And they
one
both
that
come with the hyperpods.
Ram hyperpod was called Whipped Cream was like whipped cream 2, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, the
that's a
whipped
nice
creamer.
Interesting.
There's also, yeah.
Interestingly, it actually had a moving like fan in it. It kind of gets you out of breath when you try to blow into it to get it spinning.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
have that car. I know which one you're talking about.
I think
Yeah,
my
I know
fan
that one
broke
too. I got that.
And now for the last 3 that I have the models of. Let's see, the wait a minute.
Cat is back.
off. Your cat.
Another one I can't remember. I can't seem to find the name of. I can't find the name on the car.
What one is it? What does it look like?
I'm about to
Describe
send
it.
it.
What is it?
But that's here. Oh, better plug my iPad back in. It's like 25%.
Oh, it's dying, man.
Yeah, but that's something I hate that I really wish Discord would fix. Like, you can see the power level and time when you're doing Discord on the iPhone, but when you're doing it on the iPad, it's all white up there. You can't see the time or the power.
You should put in like
I tried. I did it on like a little thing on the app store. Let's see. Next, I have Road Rocket. Did you know that the older model Road Rockets, you can actually hinge the canopy?
Really?
Yeah, is it like
sense.
that?
I have
Generally,
one of the later models, which means I can't lift the canopy.
Yeah. Generally, the first models are the ones that are the more sophisticated, and generally, as time
Yeah,
goes
like
on,
my power piston actually has the liftable
Glass?
yes. I wish I could get a very good view inside of the Iridium cockpit. It's
You can
really
just
hard- it's really hard to see through.
You can drill into it.
I'd rather not mess up my car's life.
there's a way
I
you
did.
can-
The last one I have is power pipes.
Oh,
it
God.
It actually has the
Turn upside
model
down.
printed.
Come
My
on,
power
do it.
pipe.
Oh, you're doing it. Oh, you were doing it. Oh. Oh well.
Heaven.
My power
Oh, I was so
Hey,
close.
hey, this is one of my maps.
Flip
My
City.
power pipes actually has the name printed on it. I do have one additional Hot Wheel model that's not from World Race or Acceleracers, but it's a neat little novelty model. It's called Carbonator.
Carbonator.
It
I don't
looks
think I've
like a
heard
soda
that.
bottle. It looks like a soda bottle.
Oh,
Use the front spoiler to lift up the top of a soda can. Wow!
I died.
I see it. And you can use the tail spoiler to open up a bottle.
What's that? Huh.
Ah, I just died again.
You can even use the sides of it to open up.
E.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a utility.
And if you actually look at the underside, it actually, although it's kind of obscured by those little things where they kind of fuse the top and bottom together, but the front part of it actually has the mold of a little soda can tab. So
That's-
the whole thing's soda themed. Who
I
wants
like
to bet
soda.
that if it was real, it would actually be powered by soda?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Using
Like the-
carbonation as the power source. Kind of
Yeah.
like Frankie from One Piece. Super!
I don't know that.
Frankie was a character from the anime One Piece. Basically, he turned himself into cyborg, and one of his special attacks are powered by soda.
Cool.
Yeah, but once he uses it up, his pompadour kind of loses its poof. But once he gets soda back into his system, quite literally by opening his chest and putting it in there, whoop, his pompadour gets his flute back.
Yeah.
But after the time skip, he pretty much has a new hairstyle every single time you see him.
Everybody in distance. There's no checkpoints for me. They've all been used. So I'm going with raw power and survival Well, come back here.
I had one last question before I got a jet.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we could help support the project other than just sort of giving ideas on the Discord? Because I mean, I'm not asking to like be a dev or anything, because I don't think I'm that good or qualified. But
Can be if you
like,
really want to.
Same here. I once took a program.
but I mean, like, I did know like a thing or two about like I did know a thing or two about like game design. I was studying up on that, and I just wanted to see if I could offer advice here or there.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking of like how we can make this a more community-driven project, because there's only so much we can do as far as adding new people to the dev team, because the more people working on a project, the more difficult it becomes, because the more voices are involved. It's just people get drowned out. And it's just
I'm actually in a little project of my own.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what can we do aside from the obvious one, which is just kind of spreading the word and just like, I guess, telling people about the project. The more public knowledge there is of it, and the more support there is for it, then probably the more likely it is it's going to get done. I mean, if it's born and dies in obscurity, that's kind of the end of that. But the more people know about it, the more likely the project's going to get done.
And I'm actually somewhat in a project.
I don't know.
I'm actually kind of in another fan project, Power Rangers related.
I mean, I think we should be fine as far as developers go. We're not really looking for new devs right now. We're just trying to get the project set up, and then once we've got systems in place, it's just going to be a matter of content generation. You know?
Oh no, I wasn't asking to join a dev team. I was just saying, is there any other way that we could like support better?
Have you heard that Hasbro bought out Power Rangers?
It doesn't surprise me at all. Bigger corporations buying up smaller corporations.
Much better next year with Beast Morphers under Hasbro for both the toys and the show.
Make it. This track is so hard.
Yeah, but I just find it fascinating that Beast Morphers is going to be an adaptation of a Super Sentai that's from like 6 years ago.
This track is hard.
I tried to make it somewhat
challenging. Here's an idea that could possibly be implemented. Like, if you were to do like the Acceleracers, one way I would see the Swamp Realm working is like to work with the flying ability of the cars. Like, when you activate it, allow it to fly, and it just simply creates a track under you as well that other drivers could possibly use.
You're talking about like in distance?
Yeah.
A couple problems with that. One,
yeah, I don't think that's how the game works.
Yeah.
And it was just an idea.
Yeah, a couple of technological roadblocks in the way. I just kind of have to work around whatever systems are in place with the level editor right now.
And it was just a little idea on how to possibly do it.
I mean, yeah. Could add that in our game.
Yeah.
Alright, boys, I got a jet. See you all some other time. Probably never again. I'll never get on stream again. Bye.
Rough.
No way.
See you maybe in the future, possibly. Thanks for dropping by.
I'm guessing this is the last thing I'll say.
Later.
Bye.
Any of you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
I have not.
Oh. Me neither.
Me neither.
Oh,
it's pointless. Then the next part is just completely pointless.
Screenshots.
This is F12 or F5.
I got a cat on the keyboard.
It's kind of funny that the whole Bert's car getting cut in half was based that Galorum's threatens to. I know. Okay.
Shit.
It's 11 here.
Rough, man. Getting kind of late. I think I'm gonna call it after this map.
Galorum threatens to cut Vert's car in half, and then in ignition at the end of the Storm Realm, Bird's car gets cut in half. Little reference there.
I
Yeah.
guess. It kind of seemed more disconnected than that. Seeing as DeLorme wasn't responsible for the
No,
severance.
but it is still a bit of a callback.
I'd say you're probably reaching.
This track is hard.
Oh, did you know that Old Smokey actually appears in Battle Force 5 in one scene?
Yeah.
The show is like kind of mystifying to me because it uses some of the IP, but in a way that just totally just breaks all the canon. Like for example, Burt Wheeler is like another guy now. I'm just like, okay, is this a parallel universe?
He actually looks older than he did in Acceleracers.
No, he definitely looks older.
Yeah, way older.
I always assumed he was a different guy with the same name.
Yeah, I'm guessing Battle Force 5 was basically a reboot.
I think that's what it's supposed to be. Didn't turn out quite like it should, though.
Yeah. In one of the episodes of Battle Force 5, during when they go into like this like creature, for a couple moments they play the moving metal theme from the start of Ignition and during the Swamp Realm when Wild is like pursuing Nolo and Torque.
Yeah, it's those small like.
Well, I guess I actually have to end it here.
All right.
Oh.
Well, thanks for hanging out.
I know. I'm trying to end it right now.
All right, who's with us?
Hey, I'm still here.
Who is that? Is that you, Omega?
No, this.
No.
Although he does sound a lot like me.
Do I?
Do you?
Sorta.
I mean, I don't hear that, but I mean, it's my own voice, so
The tone of
yeah.
the voice, I'd say. Similar in tone.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah, I could see that.
Do one of the realms for one of the distance tracks.
Distance Realm?
Yeah.
Maybe. I tend to stay away from realms when there's other players in the track because they're kind of boring for players who aren't really fans of the show.
Oh,
I mean, I don't
true.
mind.
Yeah, I love the realms.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I bought Distance. Anyways.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
The other players in the server right now, since it's. I guess I could do at least one before.
One. Yeah, one. Oh my gosh.
Get me out of here. This part's killing me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give
This
you a
is
little.
so hard.
advice.
I'm
Lift up a little bit.
in that part where I need to go through the rings.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
try not to go through the small
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Those are basically difficulty traps. Like, they draw your attention, but there's an easier way through. I mean, they're really only there for people who have that level of air control. Like, if you can control your car to that degree and keep it right in the center, then they have cooldown rings. But, I mean, if you're not quite there yet, there are other easier routes.
Ah.
Fuck. This is
tedious.
This is too hard for me.
Okay, first get the ramp, and then just rotate your car, and then use grip. Perfect. Alright, and then just keep gripping, and you can boost. It won't take your car off. Alright, and then jump right there. Rotate, grip. You have to make sure you rotate all the way around. Alright, get the cooldown ring. Get the cooldown ring. Oh, you got it. Perfect. Alright, now take your time on this so you get the next checkpoint. Alright. Ooh, that was close. That one's slow. Don't have to worry about that one. Oh!
Ah! No! There has to be a better way. Okay. I think I got this. This one is hard.
Perfect. All right, now get up onto the track. Good, good.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, still got it.
I guess you could drive on the underside. Oh shit. All right. Okay. Let's make the attempt once more. Just precise motions. Make sure you turn your car all the way around before gripping down. Just try and do that as often as you can. And then if you have to, like, move it just a little bit.
Where am I going? Oh,
I did it!
you did it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm actually at the finish line.
I think I can make it this time.
Oh shit.
How do you actually spectate?
I think you just have to press a key.
Because I'm seeing like first, second, third, and fourth, and I don't see a spectate button.
On the controller, like on an Xbox controller, if you're using one, I think it's the X button to switch. On the keyboard, I'm not so sure.
I'm using a keyboard.
I don't think it's X. Oh, okay. You already
Drums,
spectated.
guys wanna
So,
Let's do.
What's a good
what's,
realm?
I think my favorite realm. What is it? Let's do Ice Realm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I want to do mine or NOB.
pretty cool.
Let's do NOBs. I haven't played that one in a while.
Ice may be the least boring of the realms because it actually poses some difficulty.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Back here.
Yeah, that's I think like one of the most realistic challenges in the game. The water realm and the ice realm. About
Yeah.
hydroplaning and driving on slick surfaces.
Yeah. First one in, boys. Anybody gonna take Taro's route?
Shh, nah, Taro's route's for
Nah.
clubs.
I tried making an ice realm in Blender. It was
That's why I think we shouldn't
pretty hard.
re-render the environments. We should just create the objects and then assemble them in Unity. 'Cause that's been proven to work and
Oh.
pretty resource sensitive in distance at least. So if we can get something at least similar, if not, you know, to the level of quality that we get in distance, I'd say we're in pretty good condition.
Yeah. I upgraded the track to have like a more like the side things fall off. So yeah. That was falling off. Loops a lot.
I think more than the track sides, I think we should probably upgrade the car's handling. Because there's only so much that a track can do to prevent a car from falling off.
Yeah.
And
I
some of
was
the roads
looking
should be
in-
sideless.
into that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was this thing that I noticed about the videos about the game. The car handling is a little bit wonky.
The car handling is fantastic. It's a little bit too good. Is the thing. You have a lot more
But,
handling
you
than
know,
you would in real life.
it's expected
Yeah.
It's realistic.
in a really, you know, early project
Oh,
like
I thought you
this.
were talking about distance.
Oh no.
I was like,
No. I was talking
no
about
distance
the
in handling.
Acceleracers video game.
Yeah, the physics is gonna take a while to get right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I probably.
especially since it's more realistic and less arcadey.
Yeah, if we want to get like heavy body physics going, I'd say we probably want to draw from a template and then see how we can balance speed and weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably more on the heavy side of the cars because they tend to go at really high speeds but still stick to the track a lot. At least in the movies.
Yeah. I was editing the script and I apparently made nitrox and I made the car like 300. So now it'll stay on the
That's what we
won't
gotta
fall
do.
off.
We've got to mess with the physics and see how far we can take it until it breaks. That would be pretty rad if we had a car that actually goes at the in-game equivalent of 300 miles per hour. That may just be it. We just have to have kind of bigger tracks and faster cars.
Yeah. You can always like how do I say this? You could always, you know, not have the equivalent of 300 miles per hour, but still like show it in the HUD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like
Have it
cheating.
more a little bit unrealistic.
Yeah, I mean, if it like turns out it's an ordeal in order to implement it, that's probably the direction we'll go.
The car can like 315 miles an hour based on the in-game's thing. It goes past the what's it called, the speed meter, so it'll go past 200 and it'll go off and it says it'll be 300, but there isn't even a texture for that.
Closing the server. Why does it always happen this way?
Is the stream still up?
Yeah, not for long though.
Oh, that's too bad.
I was gonna try and have it done by 9, but the last level took a little bit longer than I expected.
Hey, I made it to the end. Got a gold medal. Oh, diamond medal. Got a diamond medal.
Oh. Hey, diamond medal as well. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put the Discord channel link in my channel description.
Yeah, I was looking for it when I first got on here. I was like, wait, where is it? I was like, wait, it's in the chat. It's like, great. How do you chat in this thing? Oh,
The
there
C
you go.
key, or just press the C key.
Storm round. All I hear is typing.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry.
Like type.
Okay, I guess it's not just me, but, you know.
Alright, as soon as I add in lava, I think after a few private, server playthroughs to weed out all the glaring...
Testing?
Yeah, some testing to get all of the bugs that inevitably accrue after I update the map. Then I'm probably just going to do a quick channel stream planet and then do the thing.
Cool.
Like a reveal?
Kind of more of like a celebratory, yay, the first big project is done, everybody come play with me.
Yeah, that seems nice.
I want to join.
Yeah, if it works out, anybody's welcome to join. I might even install Spectrum so we can get more than 12 players. Just
What's
so anyone
Spectrum?
knows. Spectrum is the mod API I was talking about. When somebody asked about custom models, I was like, well, I thought there was support for that on Spectrum.
I might have to check that out.
It's a little bit involved if you want to actually edit it, but yeah, it's basically just an API written in C# that you can use to modify the distance
Game.
files.
Game. Oh.
No, Mr. Napkin. Mr. Napkin's lagging behind.
Oof. That's me. Rest in peace, Mr. Napkin. But
yeah, dude. Ignition as it is just mind-blowing.
It took me a while to figure out how to get all the models right, but oh my god. Yeah, I am really having fun working on that project right now.
Did you have a lot of like optimization problems in regards to like the
level
map
size?
size? Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I really didn't try and optimize it all that much until recently. I pretty much just put all of the levels and realms inside a big box and stacked them in a way that would make sense. But anyways, that's all the time I have for this tonight. So peace be with you, my dudes, and I will talk to you guys later.